Alright, at the end of the previous segment, we had completed a number of Hlalu quests in order to get sponsorship from Crassius Curio, which unlocks a quest line involving Crassius and Odro Helvi, who lives in Caldera. The reason we care about that particular quest line is because it gives us access to an important enchanted item called the Amulet of Domination. So in this segment, we're going to complete some more Hlalu quests to work towards that particular reward. And along the way, we're going to try to increase our blunt weapon skill up to 50. Because there's a number of factions that require a skill at 50, and that is our highest rank skill at the moment. So the basic scheme is we're going to set some stuff up down here in Vivek and Ebonheart, run to Balmora, rapid travel to Aldrin, run back to Balmora, hitting up Caldera along the way, and then rapid travel back. Basic idea is I'm trying to avoid running through the same terrain twice in rapid succession. Because if I were to, for example, run all the way to Aldrin and then all the way back, on the trip back, the enemies would not have spawned in yet. So you end up wasting a significant amount of time. So this way we're only hitting each piece of the terrain once. Important thing that I realized when looking at the notes and preparing this segment is that unfortunately I don't think it'll actually be possible to complete the main quest the intended way. And the reason is the third quest in the quest line actually requires the player to be at level 3. And an important shortcut that can happen later requires the player to be at level 20. So that means we're going to have to skip pretty much the entire main quest and defeat the final boss using some sort of roundabout methods involving lots of fortifying health and that kind of stuff. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. The reason that's relevant now is because we're going to be passing some quest locations along the way that we could stop at in order to make progress on the main quest. But I'm just going to skip all of them because we can't do those quests anymore. So let's go ahead and get started and keep making progress towards the Hlalu quests that we care about. So we're going to, by talking to him about Odro Helvi, allows us to get started on that important quest line. Just close these doors so I don't get confused later about which one I'm supposed to go in. From here, I'm going to run down to the Hlalu Wasteworks to find Adreno Arethi to do 2 very quick, very easy quests. So we take this sealed report and we run across the hall, give it to a guy, and come right back. Arguably the easiest quest in the game. So we've delivered the sealed report. We take a quest to recover some debt money. Hey, look at that! We recovered the debt money. Okay. We're not going to take her next quest because it's a pretty tedious escort quest with a very slow NPC. So we're going to skip that, and now we're going to run to Balmora. Actually, I lied. We are now going to head over to Ebonheart to start a quest with the Imperial Cult. Along the way, we'll see if we can encounter any low-level creatures to whack with our hammer. Actually, at this point, I should be close enough. I could just use the, what's it called? Divine Intervention. In theory, there are sometimes rats and mud crabs around here. Looks like we got a little bit unlucky. Oh, there's a scrib I can go beat up. Cool, that was a good fight. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and do the Divine Intervention. Cool. So, taking this quest about a guy named Nidhalas, who we're going to encounter in Caldera. Actually, I'm going to swim around to hopefully encounter some fish that I can whack with a hammer. Doesn't look like the game is going to let me get over this thing. But luckily I can levitate. Ta-da! We can fight this guy. He's kind of tough, so I'm going to use some magic powers here to make it a little bit easier. Let's see. Eventually his weapon will run out of charge, which will make this a little bit easier. Cool. Do that. Take this. Don't care about that. That's the path to... Oh, just kidding. That is the path to Balmora. Happen to know there's an enemy up here that I can do some training against that we ran past for the first part of the main quest. So this fight, we're just going to keep dodging his spells until he runs out of magicka, and then once he charges at us with his weapon, he's not particularly threatening. Cool. Do you have anything I care about? Nope. So now that we're back in Hlalu, talk to her. You are, probably. Completed the bulk of this quest in the previous segment, so now we can get our reward for it. Then we're going to take these orders and go up to Aldrin with them. Let's see. Now from here, we can just recall. I'm just going to wait for an hour to recover some fatigue. Use recall to get over to the Mages Guild. And then we're going to run into the Underscar district. I'm actually going to sell her the clothing that she gave to me. So next from here, we can go ahead and run down to Caldera. Funny how the one time I actually want cliff racers to come attacking me, there are none to be found. So they may be a leveled creature, which is why we're not seeing very many of them. Alright, so now that we're in Caldera, there's a few different things that we want to do. We want to visit Gorag Manor, which is over here, and sell some stuff to the Creeper. I have no explanation for why this thing exists, but it does. That pretty much takes care of all of our gold needs for the rest of the game. I might actually just drop this guy because we're not going to care about it. Is there anything else that I don't care about anymore? In theory, this should have been turned in for a quest, but maybe it just got copied. We'll keep it just in case something weird happens. But so yeah, there should be enough gold to carry us through the rest of the game, even if we're paying off people's debts pretty liberally. So next, we want to talk to this guy, get the key to his house so I can beat up some ghosts. And his house is this one. Check to see if he happens to have any scrolls of Akasha's Lock Splitter. Probably not. But it's worth checking crates because it's probably the most valuable thing we're going to find at this point. So otherwise it's going to take a long time for us to get to enough security to be able to unlock the high-level locks. Oops, I should probably take off the thing that's blinding me. Well, this is an exciting fight. Wait, can I actually hit this guy with a hammer? Oh, I can. I forgot, you can kill skeletons with regular weapons, you just can't kill ghosts and scamps. Cool beans. Let's see if we get lucky enough for there to be something useful in here. Nope. Sadpandas.gov. Talk to Needless again. Get his approval. Perfect. So next, we want to find a smithy so I can repair some of my gear. Actually, I might be able to do it in the trader here. Nope. Might not actually be a smithy here. Well, in any case, next thing we actually really care about is going up to the Governor's Mansion here and talking to Odril Helvey to start that quest line. Maybe one of these guys is a smithy. Nope. There's our man. We'll take these sealed orders and we're actually going to ignore what he says and bring them to what's his name? Crassius Curio. And that's the same thing's going to happen on the next quest with this guy. So from here we can go ahead and run to Balmora. Quickly check to see if there's... Oh, never mind. No smithies here. That's fine. Oops, I'm going to wait in here. Recover some stamina. Cool, so we got up to 50 blunt weapon. It's a pretty important breaking point in a lot of the factions. You notice that as the weapon is degrading in durability, the amount of damage we're dealing with each hit is quite a bit lower. Cool. So got that. Might be possible to advance. Oh, that's right. I need to talk to Crassius. That's fine. And I think we have one more task that we can get from her, which is to investigate a murder. You can go a roundabout way of asking people around town, figuring out who did it, and then chase that guy down, and then find out who really did it and chase the real guy down. But I'm just going to go murder the prime suspect and be done with it. We're looking for Nine Toes, who lives here. And since he's the only person in the house, we can kill him without fear of repercussions. Cool. Got rid of that guy. I think there might be something here that we... Some of these books might be skill books. So check these real quick. Okay, so we can head back over to finish up this quest and claim our reward for it. Cool. So we've finished up with that quest. We start the next quest, which involves talking to someone in Ebonheart. So that's all that we have to do in Balmora for now. So now we're going to fast travel over to Vivek. I'm going to take the Silt Strider rather than the Mage's Guild transport because we're pretty low on Magicka. So from here, we're going to go talk to Crassius first to finish up a quest and get a promotion. Then we're going to run to Ebonheart to do another Hlaalu quest that we just got in Balmora and finish up an Imperial Cult quest. Cool. So that takes care of the first quest in this quest line to get to our good reward. And work on those skills. What skills do I need for Hlaalu? Light armor. See, it looks like a few more points in light armor will do the trick. That's okay. For now, we're going to Divine Intervention over to Ebonheart. We're going to talk to this guy. Took care of the haunted house. Okay, we want some more duties from him. Alright, so we got that quest. Unclear if we'll actually do it or not. It might not be necessary to get the required faction reputation, but we have that available if we want to do it. Next, we're going to run down to the docks and talk to King Tunian Ponius, which is in this building. There's our man. So, wait here to recover some fatigue, and then we're going to use Zenithar's Wiles. We need to get his disposition above 75, I think. That didn't really do much of anything, did it? So, quick save, try this again. Yeah, we'll just bribe him. Well, that didn't work. Let's try that again. It's unfortunate that Zenithar's Wiles is so random. The difference between 1 and 50 points of charming is pretty absurd. Oh, not quite. I think that's high enough. Cool. Alright, so that's where we're going to leave it. We have completed quite a few quests for Hlalu and gotten our blunt weapon skill up to 50, which will allow us to gain promotions in, or already gave us a promotion in the Imperial Cult, and should also give us promotions in the Temple and the Imperial Legion. So that's it for this segment.